how about I did it, and then I had the thought, I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second. That little guy is gonna touch everything. And need I say more? He touched it all. And okay, come on, let's go. Okay, so it told you that you were supposed to match the animals and trace them. How many goats are there? That was easy. Very good. Hey fam, good morning. Zoe and I are currently doing some homeschooling. How's schooling going, Zozo? Very good. How's schooling going? Today she's doing some math right now, and then we're gonna be doing some English, but I actually have filmed a homeschooling like day in the life, or basically kind of showing you guys how I go through homeschooling, so stay tuned for that video. There will be one coming, but I'm just trying to wrap up things with her right now. Right. How do you like math, Zoe?
Yeah, I do like it, but you know what I am right now? I'm dressed as a sugar plum fairy.
That's the most important thing. Out of all the things that I want to tell you, she wants to let you know she's dressed like a sugar plum fairy with cute little beads and gems. We started the morning off by enjoying our time, just kind of doing, we ate breakfast. I even already gave them baths. I know, I gave them a bath early this morning just because I find that it's easier. I do find that it's easier. And so as long as we don't have anything crazy planned, like, PAINTINGS, anything like that, that would require them to have a bath. I think I'm usually good for the most part, even though it's more convenient to do it in the evening. But yeah, that's been done. But today is a very exciting vlog, to be fair. I've got a lot of news that I want to share with you guys. I want to sit down and have a little heart-to-heart with you and bring some news to you guys. So guys, before I continue talking to you, I just wanted to show you what the kids are eating. They're just eating chicken and waffles with some grapes. Zabby's having one of these, go squeeze, and a juice box. And Zoe's basically having the same thing, except her grapes are not cut up. She's having some yogurt and a juice box. Come on, say hi, say hi. Hold on, I want you to say hi because I'm gonna talk about you for a second. Okay guys, so I think I finally have like 5 minutes to sit down and talk to you guys. Oh my gosh, my morning has been trying, okay? When I tell you this little boy is, I feel like I've been saying that all of 2022, is that he is so busy. I find myself having to calculate everything he does before he does it, because it's just so hard to keep up. Like things on the counter, I can't keep things on the counter too close because he'll go up there and try to take it down. He's super independent, so he reaches for everything himself. If for any reason, like say Zoe was having a snack on the couch or a snack and she left it like just like even on the TV unit, you just gotta be so careful and watch it, because he'll pick up anything and eat. He'll pick it up and eat it or drink it. He climbs on everything. I don't want it to sound like a complaint, because it's not, but boys are busy, and I know they're not all like that, but mine is. And so it left my morning. I was trying to do this and film this a few times for you guys, but my morning was so chaotic in terms of just like every time I wanted to film it, there was noise. We have one of those "that was easy" button, and he just kept pressing that continuously. Yeah, so let me just stop lamenting on this part, because it's just gonna take up all the time that I have left to talk to you guys. How about I report some good news? It's not all bad, I promise it's not all bad. And it's not to say it's bad, but I'm just sharing the realness, because I know lots of moms have experienced this, and I know how it looks too when other moms reach out to me. They're like, how do you do it when you have 4 kids? Before I had like him, how do you do it? Like it's, and I was like, I don't know, my girls are easy. That's a confession. To me, they were so easy in comparison. And now that I'm getting to experience what a boy is like, I realize that it's a whole different ball game. I commend all you mamas out there who held it down, and for all of you moms who have all boys, oh my gosh. Yeah. So anyways, while they're eating, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and talk about the fact that your girl has stopped breastfeeding. Cheers to that. I have officially stopped breastfeeding. Like I'm just so shocked. I'm shocked, because up until a week and a half ago, when I was mentioning it in the vlogs, I was even talking to my sister, and I was like, yeah, I've kind of weaned them off, because I'd already started. I'd weaned them off of day nursing, so it was just nighttime. And yeah, we just took the plunge when Babe's back went out. I left him upstairs. I kind of camped out downstairs because I wanted him to have like just the bed. He was just in a rough shape, and I wanted him to have like the space to relax and to move and to have access to his computer, different things, because he was out for the count. So that said, she wanted to camp out downstairs with me, so she came down, and of course the little man was down there. So we all kind of camped out down there for like a week and a half in the living room. Fun times. Like, it's really, really fun to just shake things up and do things a little differently. But because that happened, it was so much easier to kind of wean him off. It didn't start off with me saying, I'm just gonna wean him off. It just kind of started off with him, like, we have a chaise, and I was putting him to sleep on the chaise. And when I was laying down, I was just laying down lengthwise on the couch. It made for long sleeps, which he usually did before, but because we co-slept, he would be right there, and you know, he could just turn over and get booby. I wasn't there right beside him. He was on, like, we're close to each other, but he's not laying directly to me. So he was laying on the chaise. Let him to sleep much longer. He didn't wake up because he didn't smell me and smell milk. Does that still apply to 2-year-olds? I know that's like a thing when moms just have babies, newborn babies, but does that apply to 2-year-olds? I don't know. But he just didn't wake up like that to nurse. And so it basically started off with us kind of like, he just kind of weaned himself up in a sense, just because he didn't wake up like usual to nurse, and he was sleeping for longer periods of time. So he wouldn't, when he would have probably nursed like twice in the night, just because I'm there, he slept pretty much all morning till 7 o'clock and was good. So I was just like, oh, okay, what? We're capable of this? And that's what kind of propelled the whole thing for me. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna shake things up. Let's go full-fledged and just call it quits. And I'm so glad. Like, it was bittersweet because I don't know if you guys follow me on my mommy channel, but Baze and I definitely have been talking about having another baby, and I've kind of even put it out there that I was TTCing, but honestly, this bit, like, the whole holiday and the floors and everything just kind of put a wedge in that. It's not to say, like, you know, couples aren't doing their thing, but in terms of like TTCing, and especially being that I've had my tubes tied, I was actually TTCing for the last 2 pregnancy, where I did the cycle tracking and all that thing. So I didn't really do any of that in the time frame. I literally put the video up, and then everything just went chaos. So it just went nuts from there. So that said, yeah, we kind of haven't been, like, you know, trying effectively, if you know what I mean. So, but that's definitely like on the agenda. That's definitely where we've been heading, and that's definitely where we have been for a while. But I also kind of just didn't feel like anything would happen while I'm breastfeeding, because it never really did while I was nursing baby girl. I had to quit nursing, get my body back in order, so I could actually just, you know, things could just go as per usual. So that's, I feel good. I feel like I should document this. I need to write it down to know when I stopped nursing. That way, when I'm looking back, I can see how long it's taken my body to adjust and to get back to normal, and to even possibly conceive, if that is in the cards for me. It's really about God's will. He has done so very much for me, and I feel like his desires for me have definitely surpassed my own, when I thought I only wanted 3 many years ago, 3 kids. And here I am with 5, anticipating possibly number 6. So yeah, that is where we're at. I feel like good things are to come from just not breastfeeding anymore, in terms of just my body getting back to normal and just being able to do the things I want to do. Like, I was trying to work out many times, and it's just like my body's trying to do so much. It's trying to still feed this whole 2-year-old, and I'm telling you, when these 2-year-olds are draining you, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new ball game. But us mommies do it because we love them, and no shade to the mamas who quit earlier. Like, you know, we each do our own thing, but just because I didn't know too if it would be my last baby, I didn't want to just like rush and haste and do all those things, because I know they're gonna grow up and grow out of these things sooner than later too. So I wasn't in a big rush. I've been there. I am a mom of a soon-to-be 19-year-old. I know all too well how fast it flies. So I get it. So anyways, that being said, I can't believe it. I'm at this place where I haven't nursed for 2 whole weeks. So we're officially done. I didn't do the whole cabbage leaves or anything in there, but I already feel like the whole chest area is feeling lighter, because I'm not like a milk factory anymore. So yeah, that's my little report. I feel like I even gave y'all a little bit more in there, because you guys didn't have any idea that I would even be contemplating baby number 6, but it is definitely there. And the thoughts, I still kind of go back and forth sometimes, but because obviously, like, if it happens, I'm just gonna be like over the moon. But you know how it is when you're trying to make up your mind about something, even though your mind's already been made up before, just because it's kind of sitting there and you have time for it to kind of go back and forth and back and forth. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so busy. I don't know how much longer this video is going to be, but honestly, for today, we bought groceries yesterday, and there's some big items that need to get put in the pantry, and yeah, I think everything went to the freezer, but the pantry items are still sitting about, and it's been chaos just because chips and little snack things have been open, and little man just kept going in them and taking them all out, and it's just like, no, you haven't eaten this, you haven't eaten breakfast or lunch, you can't have these. So it's been a whole morning. I also put this giant fruit platter on the dining room table, and I kind of knew, like, I did it with this whole agenda, thinking that my family, they're all gonna reach for the fruits and they're gonna eat healthier. 2023's here, we're on a mission to eat right. How about I did it, and then I had the thought, I'm like, wait a second. That little guy is gonna touch everything. And need I say more, he touched it all and has been like basically playing with all the clementines and tangerines. So put that up on my stove temporarily until I figure out what I'm gonna do. My whole goal is to put it right back where it is, because I want him to also learn. I don't want to move everything around in my house for him. I want him to also learn that things can be there, and he shouldn't touch. But that's a whole other video for another day. If you guys want to hear more about how I used to parent and how I parent now, definitely let me know below. I want to share more videos as to, you know, we love to share our shorts and all the fun aspects, because honestly, you have to put a spin on life, because life is so, life is hard, and you definitely have to put comedy in the mix of it. So all of our little shorts and our TikToks and stuff, they're fun, and they are hecka fun. And so and even in the vlogs, we definitely have a lot of fun moments, but I'd love to also share the realness. And though the realness isn't always liked and doesn't always get heard, you have to be very mindful of how you share it, because it's not always well received. But I like to talk about stuff like this, and I want you guys to be able to take something away from my video, like outside of just, oh, we're a cute interracial family, oh my gosh, you know, like I want to share more. I just have a hard time sometimes knowing how to do it without stepping on toes. Yeah. So guys, it is later on. It is actually, what, 4 o'clock? I think it's like 4 o'clock. And Charlotte and I are actually about to unbox a package that arrived. Actually, 2 packages arrived for me. One is a bench, because I think you would have seen the vlogs I showed that I got the Bowflex weight system, you know, the one that you can just rotate and pick up any pounds you want. Yeah, we grabbed that, and that was a good, it was a pricey investment, but it's well worth it, so I don't have to pick up a whole bunch of weights. I'll give you guys, I think I showed it already, but I will show it to you guys again, like more up close, and talk to you about it, because I really have been using it and, you know, kind of figuring it out. Anyways, that's not what this is about. That box is still over there. I actually have to bring it to the basement. But this one is for a table that I purchased Zoe, because the one that she had, it was metal, and because we did our floors, we're like just concerned that the floors could scratch, and it's not one of those ones that you could just kind of put like those sticky pads underneath. It wouldn't stay because it's kind of hollow. I don't know if y'all understand what I mean, but it was just something that we wanted to replace for a while, and we did it. So I'm excited to show you guys what it looks like. Zoe doesn't know what the table itself looks like. She knows that there's a table in there, but she doesn't know what it looks like. So here goes. Hope you guys enjoy this little B-roll.
What's the thing?
I like it. It's not too big and it's not too small, right?
Oh, it's a good size. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's smaller than the what we had there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like that.
The thing that was so, I think, off about the old one too is that it was a trapezoid.
Yeah. Gosh, why is this so hard?
It made the plastic so soft here.
So Zoe's doing homework. It's many hours later. She paused. You guys saw her doing her schoolwork this morning, but now she's doing a little bit of homework. Zoe, are you doing the page that I told you to do? Excuse me, ma'am.
Nice.
I'm like looking. I'm like trying to show them I'm looking.
She's zooming ahead.
Zoe, you better find the page.
I didn't find it.
No, I put you on the page.
I know.
See, this is why we're setting up her table. She could go to the dining room table, but it's like far. Not that far. But she'll probably think it's far, right, Zoe?
L.
Yeah, I'll call you L from now on. L?
Yeah?
Want to go to the dining room table to go do your work?
L.
Oh, wow. Your name is L and you answer everything with L? Wow. Looks good enough. It's not wooden. I would have preferred a wooden table, but the wooden ones that I saw were not the ones I wanted. Some of them were too big, others were way too small. They were more like tea party tables. Not to mention the prices on Wayfair were just not giving. They were like $3 something, $4 something for the itty bitty tables that I didn't want. So we stuck with this thing. It seems to be heavy duty, and I hope it does its thing and lasts a long time. My kids have never been like really destructive, but then again, I've only had one boy. I've only had a boy for 2 years. I've never had to really replace a lot of stuff because my kids have been tough on them. But that was a while back. What's the word I'm trying to say? That was the past because now I have a son. Yeah.
And he's crazy.
And yeah.
Did you hear that?
You know what them rose was?
Oh, Mommy, all done.
Bree, take this from me and replace the battery. Did you like?
Hey guys. No. I ripped my shirt. I'm joking. It's not me. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Okay, do it into a dance. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't you?
It wasn't me.
Then who?
It was you.
What?
It's you.
Okay. Last time I checked, I didn't jump up on your clothes. Go talk to your dog. Go talk to your dog friends.
It told it to rip itself. So I
Go
come
talk
to
to
you
your
for
dog
help.
friends.
And then And then kid tell me that.
That shirt is literally like a couple months old.
I know, right? August, September, October, November,
December. Yeah, it's like 5 months old.
Not even half a year.
Oh.